expression of resistivity was rho is equal to m upon n e square tau. यही से ना, this was the expression for the resistivity. Now every term should be clear to you what it represents. Rho represent resistivity, m and e are mass and charge of electron respectively. n कौन दसेगा? What is the n? Number of electrons per unit volume. What is this? Average relaxation time. Now in this you can see these two things, they will never change. These are constant. You can't change the mass of the electron, and you can't change the charge of the electron. So therefore these two things are constant. So it means resistivity will depend upon these two factors basically. Number one is the n, and number two is the average relaxation time. Now the n is the electron density per unit volume. Now the electron density, it depends upon what? What do you think it depends upon? It depends upon only on the one factor, and that is the nature of the material. Simply I want to say that if we are having a pure gold, without any purity, the number of free electrons per unit volume, but we call it a free electron density. This free electron density, that is the n, it will be same for every type of pure gold. So therefore if we are having a gold, clear, and if you make the gold, we can say that, for example, it will be more clear to you with this example. Suppose this is a wire of the gold. What is this? This is a wire of the gold, clear. Its resistivity is say rho dash, yeah, rho g, clear. Now I cut this wire into two parts. Now I will get two wires like this one. Then my question is, what is the new resistivity? What do you think? What will be the new resistivity? It will be more or less than this one? Same. क्यों? क्योंकि when we cut it, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨੂੰ cut ਕਰਾਂਗੇ into two parts, तो what will be this material? ये gold रहेगा या कुछ और बन जाएगा? It will remain the same. The gold will be same. It will be same. गोल्ड तो सिल्वर बनने लगा या गोल्ड कॉपर नहीं बनने लगा, तो गोल्ड will remain gold. So therefore this one, the new resistivity, it will remain same, it will not change. Why it will not change? Because by physically cutting this gold into two pieces, this will not change. And what is this? This is the free electron density, and the free electron density for the material, it will be same, it will remain unaffected. As n in this formula you can see, as n remains same, clear. So therefore m and e are also same, and I will discuss about this one. So therefore resistivity will remain the same. So therefore basically the resistivity depends upon these two factors. These factors are N and rho. Resistivity depends upon N, and resistivity depends upon relaxation time. Clear? And how it depends? It varies inversely in both the cases. It means if the N increases, means the number of free electrons per unit volume, that is free electron density, if it increases, then resistivity will decrease. And similarly, and vice versa. And vice versa means if N will decrease, resistivity will increase. The second factor is average relaxation time. Now, what is the relaxation time? Definition याद है किसी को? Anyone who knows the definition? Time between two successive collisions. Now, time between two successive collisions, that is called relaxation time. So therefore, to understand this relaxation time, we must know, we must remember the concept of this within kinetic theory of gases. Kinetic theory of gases. In the kinetic theory of gases, you must remember that is, if this is a chamber, and in this chamber, as yesterday we have seen the motion of the gas particles, so similarly here, if we are having a chamber where the gas particles are there, clear? Now if its temperature is T1, then they must be moving randomly here and there. But if I change the temperature from T1 to T2, which is greater than T1, then their motion will become fast. Motion will become fast means their velocity will increase. When their velocity will increase, means they will be moving faster here and there because their internal energy will increase. As their velocity will increase, so therefore what will happen? The number of collisions will increase. So therefore this thing, the time between collisions, it will decrease. As the time between collisions will decrease, so therefore average relaxation time will change with the change in temperature. Clear? Now the relationship between average relaxation time and temperature, this is inversely proportional. Inversely proportional how? If we increase the temperature, average relaxation time will decrease. If we decrease the temperature, average relaxation time will increase. Clear? If temperature increases, then average relaxation time will decrease. Clear? And vice versa. Vice versa means if the temperature decreases, then the motion will become slow and the average relaxation time will increase. Now I will go back, and you can see that here resistivity depends upon average relaxation time, and this is inversely proportional. Inversely proportional means, again, if relaxation time will decrease, resistivity will increase, and if average relaxation time increases, then resistivity will decrease. So therefore this is we can say the dependence of relaxation time on the temperature. So only one factor is there upon which the relaxation time it depends. So therefore there are the basically two factors upon which the resistivity depends. What are these? Therefore resistivity basically depends upon two factors. Number one, that is the type of material, and number two, it depends upon the temperature. And how it varies with the temperature? First of all, we will discuss dependence on temperature. Dependence on temperature. How it depends? If temperature increases, then average relaxation time will decrease and resistivity will increase. Clear? Because when the temperature increases, this will decrease, because you can see that I have written here formula. With the increase in temperature, relaxation time will decrease. And when this relaxation time will decrease, then what will happen to resistivity? For this one, you can see this formula. With the change in resistivity, with the change in relaxation time, resistivity will change. So as the relaxation time is decreasing, so therefore resistivity will increase. So ultimately what we are getting, if the temperature is increased, then resistivity will also increase. And if temperature decreases, then resistivity will also decrease. Clear? And if temperature remains constant, then resistivity will also remain constant. So that is why in the Ohm's law, he said, Ohm's law in clever way said that in the last statement, something he has written, and last he said that physical conditions should remain constant. The physical conditions like temperature. So why the Ohm said that the temperature should remain constant? Because Ohm must be knowing that with the change in temperature, the resistivity will change, and with the change in resistivity, because now we know the formula rho L upon A, when this resistivity will change, resistance of the conductor will also change. So therefore the basic factor which disturb the resistivity is the temperature. With the change in temperature, resistivity will change. When we increase the temperature, resistivity will increase. With the decrease in temperature, resistivity will also decrease, and accordingly resistance of the wire will also change. और ठीक है, clear हो गया? So therefore this is the variation, some discussion about the dependence of the resistivity on what we call it some factors, and two factors which come out. These are the type of the material and the what we call it temperature. Clear? What is the cause of this resistance? Now here it is written as cause of resistance. The collisions are the basic cause of the resistance. We have already discussed, but I am just revising here. Collisions are the basic cause of the resistance. So when the potential difference is applied across a conductor, clear, then electrons get accelerated. On their way, they frequently collide with the positive metal ions. That is, their motion is opposed, and this opposition of the flow of the electron is called the resistance. Large the number of collisions per second, smaller is relaxation time, and larger will be the resistivity. And this is the again what by same concept is here applied here, because we know that resistivity is equal to m upon n e square into tau. So when the relaxation time will change, resistivity will also change, as we have already discussed in detail. So therefore, here is the larger number of collisions per second, smaller is the relaxation time, because this will decrease, clear, and larger will be the resistivity, hence resistivity will increase, clear. The number of collisions that the electrons make with the atoms depends upon the arrangement of atoms or the ions in the conductor. So resistance depends upon nature of material. For example, resistivity of the copper, resistance of the copper and the silver. Simply I want to say that you can understand it carefully. That is, if we are having the two wires, suppose this is a one wire, clear, and I will copy it, and this is the, if this is the other wire. Now these two wires, they have same area of cross section, they have same length, clear, they have same area of cross section, they are same length, but one is made up of copper and another is made up of say iron. Then R of iron and R of copper, what do you think, will these be same? Hello, will these resistances will be same for the two materials? They have the same area of cross section, they have the same length, because we know this formula, R is equal to, and that is R is proportional to L upon A. They have the same length and same area of cross section. Then if R copper is the resistance of the copper wire, R Fe is the resistance of the iron wire, then are these values equal? That is, R of copper will equal to R of iron. बोलो इस तरह होएगा? Here one thing is different, that is the material is different. So when the material is different, that is what here is the this one, it is important, that is the resistance depends upon the nature of material. Although we are having same resistance, same dimensions of the wire, even then the resistance will be different, because with the different materials the resistance will also be the different. So therefore one and these are the two factors on which the resistance depends. Next one is the resistance of the conductor depends upon its length. A longer wire offers more resistance than the short wire, because there will be more collisions in the longer wire. समझ लग, longer wire the resistance क्यों ज़्यादा होगी? Because there will be, this must be highlighted, there will be more collisions in the longer wire, clear. Then the resistance of the conductor depends upon the area of cross section. It depends upon area cross section. A thick wire offers less resistance than a thin wire. Because of thick wire, more area of cross section is available for the flow of the electrons. So therefore this is something which basic information about the what is the cause of the resistance. चलिए समझ लग गई है? नेक्स्ट वन क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं बच्चे कि alloys of the metals have greater resistivity than their constituent metals. Why? जिस तरह ਅਸੀਂ ਮੈਗਾਨਿਨ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ, ਮੈਗਾਨਿਨ इज एन alloy, ठीक है। केमिस्ट्री ਤੁਸੀਂ पढ़ा ना, ब्रास alloy है ना, तो ब्रास ਕਿਹਦਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ? कॉपर प्लस जिंक, it is the copper plus zinc. Now in this case, what is the resistivity of the, now we are having three materials, one is the brass, one is copper, and one is zinc. So therefore resistivity of brass, resistivity of copper, resistivity of zinc, what do you think? They will be same? तो resistivity, हाँ बिल्कुल सही है। अलॉय दी क्वेश्चन नहीं है, अलॉय दी मैक्सिमम होएगी, तो अलॉय विल बी हैविंग दिस वन, अलॉय ब्रास इट इज हैविंग मैक्सिमम, तो मिनिमम के लिए तो पता ही है, व्हिच इज वेरी गुड कंडक्टर, यदि की है मिनिमम, समझ गए? तो देयरफॉर सिंपली आई वांट टू से दैट brass is made up of copper and zinc, but their resistivities are not same, they are totally different from each other. So therefore how it is happening, so it's a little bit explanation is given here in the few lines. Now you can see the high resistivity of nichrome, it is a nichrome is also an alloy, clear? So it is an alloy of, that is nichrome, that is nickel plus chromium, these are the ions, they have different charge and size, they occupy random locations relative to each other, though their ionic sites from the regular crystalline lattice. An electron therefore has to pass through a very random medium and is very frequently deflected, so there is a small relaxation time and hence large resistivity. So that is why alloys, they have greater resistance than their constituent metals. Is it clear? Now the second question is this one. Similarly this one, I will give you this one example, that is a manganese. Manganese is made up of copper plus manganese plus nickel. So therefore here the manganese, its resistivity will be greater than copper, manganese and nickel. I think no need to discuss in detail because we have discussed in the case of brass. Clear? Now next question is, explain the cause of the instantaneous current in the electric circuit. तो ये सुना होगा कि when we switch on the circuit, when we switch on the any fan or a bulb or anything else, then the light or a bulb or a fan, it starts immediately, there is a no time lag. So why it is so? ਇਹਦੀ explanation है the cause of instantaneous current, ਇਹਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੈ? ਇਹਦਾ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ although the drift speed of electron is very small, it is 1 millimeter per second, electron they move with a speed of approximately 1 millimeter per second, that is their drift speed. Even then when we switch on, the bulb immediately light up according to the speed, it should take some time, but it is not so. ਇਹਦਾ ਕਾਰਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਇਹਦਾ ਕਾਰਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਇਹ ਹੈ, this is because electrons are present everywhere in electric circuit. When the potential difference is applied to the circuit, an electric field is set up through the circuit almost with the speed of light. So therefore electrons in every part of the circuit begins to drift under the influence of electric field, and the current begins to flow in the circuit almost immediately. Clear? So sometimes we compare this situation with the फ्लो ऑफ द वाटर इन ए लॉन्ग पाइप, ठीक है। तो उस केस ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੈ, द पाइप इज नॉट ऑलवेज filled with the water, the pipe is empty somewhere or sometime it is empty from inside. So because of that the water takes some time to come out through the other end of the pipe. But if the water is fully filled in the pipe, then whenever you will open the tap, immediately the water will come out through the pipe if the pipe is fully filled. समझ लग गई? So therefore that is the difference between the flow of the water through the pipe and secondly and with the flow of the charge in the wire. ठीक है, so these are the few questions which I want to discuss here. That is the instantaneous current through the light, then alloys have high resistance, and what is the cause of the resistance, and then I have discussed this one on what factor does it depends. Majorly it depends upon the two factors. Number one is the type and number two is the temperature. ठीक है, और समझ लग गई? हेलो हेलो